Hello everyone, welcome to a new tutorial. In today's video, we would learn how to paint a seascape and I hope you have a lot of fun painting it with me. I made a basic light sketch and then started coloring the sky. Now, whenever you make any sketch before painting, please use one of your light pencils like 2H or 3H as we do not want dark graphite lines on our paper or canvas. The sky was painted using light blue and then I used titanium white and a dry brush to make the clouds. Now I started painting the clouds even before the blue had dried as I wanted the initial white layers to blend slightly with the blue. This helps us in building layers because we would be repeating the process several times and eventually we would have white fluffy clouds. Prussian blue was used as a base for the surface of water, and then using turquoise and light blue I started making waves. To make the waves look realistic, don't be too methodical about the shape and don't make all the waves of the same length. Have fun with the process and you would get it right. For the shadows of the waves, I have used a mix of black and Prussian blue, and for the sparkling light on the waves, white was used after the base coat had dried. I mostly used my 000 long hair brush and my 0 round hair for this. You could also use any of your detailing brushes. After drawing the waves with paint, do not forget to take a damp brush and run it slightly along the edges or it could also be completely on top of it. Idea is to make the paint bleed a bit and help it blend a bit with the base coat. The lines should not look very harsh because then it is not very convincing as a wave. When we start coloring the underwater, the point that we must keep in mind is it should be darker towards the edge and the bottom, and as we come closer to the fish, it should be a lot lighter. After 2 coats, I was happy with the blending and then decided to start with my details. Please do not rush the step and please strive for a smooth transition between the colors as a beautiful backdrop only enhances the beauty of the details. I made a few light waves using white and turquoise on top and then with a flat brush I tried to pull the lightness down. For the sparkling light, white is used. After applying white, I have softened the edges using a damp brush. For the next step, we have to make some bubbles. For this, I've used light turquoise, which I made by mixing white with turquoise, and I've used a 000 long hair brush to make these tiny dots. Some of the dots were slightly bigger than the others. Next, we have to make the light rays. For that, we have to use a ruler, as the lines need to be absolutely straight. I used a piece of chalk to make the lines so that I can see it, and then I went over it with light grey and smudged it with a damp brush. In between the light rays, the color was deepened slightly. The reason I did it is to make sure that the light rays stand out even more. I made a wash with Prussian blue and black, and using a dry brush I applied on the lower section of the light rays. This would make sure that the light is diminishing as it enters deeper waters. For those of you who are watching my video for the first time, a wash or a glaze is an extremely thinned down version of any color. It provides a kind of translucency to the painting. After painting the dolphin, I made a few light reflections on its back using light grey, and I used my 000 long hair brush to do it. The light reflection on the back should not look the same throughout. In some places I have used a little bit of bluish grey wash to dull some lines, and some lines were highlighted with white. This changing light would help us show some movement in the fish. Thank you for your time. Please remember to like, share and subscribe.